Hello, my gangless graggler grumblers.
Yes, that's the intro. That's the intro.
Okay.
Welcome to the freaking podcast. What the heck?
Welcome to the
We're
podcast.
This is a unique little thing we're doing here. I've never done anything like this before, besides the unofficial one I did with Time Caller by accident. That's might not even be posted.
I've also not done anything like this before. So for contact. Okay, wait. The end portal is this way.
Okay.
So to introduce the episode or the part of the video that we're on, we are going end busting together and getting stuff.
Yes.
But we also are going to just be having fun conversations. We have some topic ideas that we picked out beforehand in case we stop talking about things.
We silly little rambly characters.
Yeah, silly little
gosh.
rambly.
Whoever did the staircase doesn't know how portals work.
Pardon?
Whoever did the staircase doesn't know that if you have anything in this room, it gets deleted. What the heck?
That's really funny.
But I'll leave them there just so they don't.
No, that's just really
Just
funny.
put them back. Oh, God.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you want to just fly over the void in a different direction, or do you want to go through the end gate?
I think it would be funny if we just fly over the end, I guess.
Okay.
It'd be scary, but it'd be fun.
So make sure you have your cords up. I think you already have them in like the corner, just so you make sure you don't go
Yes.
too low.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also just gonna be in third person so I can see like if my angle's weird.
Yep. Okay, topic idea number 1. Do you want to start with the like favorite foods one?
Okay. So in England we don't really. I feel like all the food that's like traditional is very stereotypical, like fish and chips. So it's a lot of it isn't very. A lot of the food. Oh God, I've gone invisible.
I think we flew into unloaded chunks.
I'm scared. Oh, I'm a couple blocks above the void. Oh my God, that was scary.
Oh wow, I wasn't paying attention to my cords either.
Yikes! Big yikes. So like we've got like, a lot of the food we eat in England is like other cultures' foods. Like there's a lot of people in England love curry.
Yeah.
But that's very much not an English thing.
Yeah.
Like all the traditional English food is like if you go for like what's it called? Like a carvery.
Yeah.
You got like it's kind of like Thanksgiving dinner, but we eat it every Sunday.
Wait, why would you have like a Thanksgiving dinner every Sunday?
It's called that. It's a Sunday roast. So you get
Huh.
like we don't get like turkey. Also, I don't do this either because I'm a vegetarian.
Oh.
Am I flying in the right direction?
I know. I've gone 1,600 blocks and I'm like, I found something. Never mind. I found land.
I think I got spun around. I'm at 300 minus 400.
You got spun around. I'm at 200 negative 1,600.
Okay.
I will
Yeah,
wait
definitely
here
got
for.
spun around.
I will wait here for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So
you. Oh, sorry.
no, I was just gonna get back on topic. So you have like, what type of food do you eat there?
Oh God, I'm dying.
Ooh, are you
I've
too
got
low?
check my coordinates again. I'm a fool. No, I'm fine. It's fine. That was scary. I got taken to half health.
Oh no. Well, at least you
I
made a
found
whole new
land.
set of armor for this.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Oh no, okay, I did. I thought I'd left. I brought my pickaxes with me. So
What are your
it's
cords?
just like you get like 100 minus 1,000. So I'm a little off.
Okay, I
I'm
can
on
come.
land now though.
I can come to you.
Okay. So we have like, do you know what Yorkshire puddings are?
Yorkshire puddings. I do not by its name.
So it's like a little pastry that you put gravy in. I think gravy in
okay.
England's different as well, isn't it? Isn't it in America? It's like a paste sort of thing.
It's like a sauce that you would put over like bread, stuffing, starchy things like potatoes. I see you.
Is it brown?
Yes.
Yeah, because I've seen some gravy. It's like a grey paste, and I didn't know if that's a common thing or not. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hi.
Which direction should we go?
I think we should go. I think we should try and like always go south.
Okay. Which way is south? I do not have my F4 up.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's
Wait, no.
north.
One sec. Which makes the funny number go. I think we should always go north. Sorry, I lied.
Okay.
Because that makes that number go bigger. We want that number to go bigger. Okay.
Need the funny number to be bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, robot.
I keep losing track of what I was saying. I'm too ADHD.
Okay. We're talking about gravy.
That's a great topic.
Gravy's kind of good
Uh,
though.
I'm not a massive fan of gravy. Like usually, like I'll have it if it's. Oh, there's a gateway there.
Oh, okay.
But I'll have it if it's like a very dry meal. But if there's like more vegetables than there are starch, I won't have it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, what other foods do you have at this like every Sunday event?
So I will clarify. I don't do Sunday roast. It's like most people do. I think
Oh, okay.
it might be a religious thing because it's like church. You go to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue why they do Sunday roasts, but
Thanksgiving dinner is
that's
just
what
kind
you
of a
get.
lot to prepare, and so I'm just like thinking like a Thanksgiving dinner every week. I would die. I'd just be like, that's too much.
I guess because you cook a lot less though, because it's feel like your immediate family.
That's true. That's
Like
true.
Thanksgiving, you cook for like everyone comes round. So,
Yeah, that's true.
although our brother used to come around every Sunday for like back when we did do Sunday roasts, it would come around every Sunday.
Okay.
I know it's just a lot of a lot of vegetables, and we'd
Yeah.
have like fake turkey because I'm vegetarian. God, these are loading in so slow.
Yeah.
Chunks.
So, what's your favorite food?
I'm gonna be boring and say either sushi or pizza.
Sushi's delicious though. Like,
I love sushi.
sushi's so good.
Yeah,
And
it is.
anyone that says sushi isn't good is wrong. I would also say sushi. Um, if
Yeah.
there was one food that I'd have to eat for the rest of my life, it would be potatoes though, just because of the variety of like different ways you can prepare a potato.
Yeah.
I feel like you
I
would
would say
get
the same
bored the
thing, but I
least
don't
quickly.
like potatoes.
Oh, well,
So I'm in a situation where you can only eat one thing. Oh, there's a thing here. I'd be kind of screwed in a situation like that.
yeah. Oh, nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
There's a boat.
I'm gonna see if it's been looted. Oh, it's my first time being here. Oh, it's not been looted. There's an elytra.
Nice. So we are going in a good direction for this then.
Yeah.
You know, hitting the diamonds.
I don't really need that helmet. Curse of vanishing.
Okay, shall we
What would-
loot it for shulker boxes?
Yes.
My bow is not in my offhand. And my shield is not on. Cool.
I've panicked for a second there because I thought I'd forgotten my shield.
You forgot your shield?
No, I thought I had.
Oh.
What foods are like traditional in America?
So America, in terms of foods, it's actually weird because it changes depending on like what state and area of the world you live in.
Yeah.
Like clam chowder is a staple dish in New England area, like basically the Northeast, but other areas just like have different types of food. Like the more southwest you go, the more you'll find Mexican dishes being very popular in terms of like a traditional food in that area.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how that works. Is it's less of like a one overarching we all agree on this one thing, and more of a like each area and community's got this one thing, which I think is kind of cool. And I think it's cool because it also like means that as someone who lives where I live, I get exposed to more like, oh, that's a cool idea. That's a cool tradition right there.
There's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and honestly, Thanksgiving kind of works the same way too. While we all agree that like turkey and stuffing is the Thanksgiving food, it doesn't have to be. Like, one side of my family likes doing fried turkeys every year, so they take a whole turkey and like put it in the fryer later, and it's hilarious. Um, and like one of the most American things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But one thing that's a tradition where I live, or like happens a lot where I live, is we are very keen on like harvest festival and harvest festival type things. We are very like my state and towns are very into like agriculture and growing stuff, and having big like we always had tractor parades, like literally the street down from where I live every fall. And I remember like before we'd go down to watch the tractor parade, we'd see like a lot of the tractors pass our house to go to where it started. And then like be like festival type stuff, like you know, like some of the farmers would bring like animals to pet, and there'd also be like there's this box that was like a sandbox, but instead of sand it was corn. It was like a corn box. uh So that's like less about food, more about like festivals around food.
Yeah. I see.
But the food I'm thinking about the most is apple pies. Very, very American. But it's like a thing. I don't know. Like the apple orchard closest to my house always does like an apple pie contest, and you can enter your apple pie.
Yeah.
And I really like baking apple pies every year. So like I'm gonna actually go apple picking tomorrow with a bunch of friends and then bake an apple pie.
Nice.
And that's like a tradition around food.
Yeah.
And to the statement on Thanksgiving stuff, that also like fluctuates state to state and family to family. But for my family, it's a lot less about meeting with family and like upholding a tradition every year, and more about like hanging out with people we value in our life. So it's like if we know that we have a friend or we know a family who doesn't have a place to go on Thanksgiving, like they live out of state and they can't afford to travel, like that type of stuff, they're always welcome at our table, because it's not about family in that sense. It's about just like being thankful and like giving to people that you care about. Yeah. So I like Thanksgiving because it's always great food, but so much more chill than Christmas because there's no expectations on like what's happening, you know? You don't have to be held to a standard. So that's kind of nice.
I'm not a fan of Christmas.
I don't really like
humbug.
I'm okay with Christmas, but that's about where that stands. It's like it was cool when I was a kid, but now that like presents aren't everything, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, spending that much money on a bunch of spending that much money every year. Oh my god, I'm gonna die!
We should.
I got 1.5 hearts.
Oh no, that's not good.
That's a bad thing.
Is an Enderman chasing after you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just fly north again and leave this tower then.
Okay. I only got 3 shulker boxes from that. Oh, shulker shells.
Same, actually. Yeah.
You're getting a lot less in this than we did on Crafters.
So that... Well, I think Crafters had a plugin making it so you got more.
Yeah.
So... That's that. Do you have anything else to add to the food conversation?
Being a vegetarian has kind of made eating with friends is very difficult. So it's like, oh yeah, which restaurants we go to? Oh, Cavuli can't eat here or here because like KFC only sells chicken or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's, and I've been even more strict with myself. So, oh yeah, I don't eat fish anymore. Which also kind of, I've been eating vegetable sushi, which just doesn't hit. It just doesn't hit the same. So eating has been, even with like other people. I mean, it's been very difficult with being vegetarian.
Yeah, I can imagine. I could never be vegetarian.
No, I've tried meat and I just wasn't. It's like it's nice, but it's not good enough for me to not like to stop being a vegetarian.
Yeah.
It's loading
How
so
long
slow.
have you been a vegetarian for?
My entire life. So it's probably easier for me to be a vegetarian because I was born vegetarian or pescatarian because I used to eat fish.
Yeah, I think that's the difference. Is like I'm a meat eater. I eat a lot of meat. Also, that's another American thing. Our diets are very high in protein, so like a
Hmm.
lot of the foods that we like, down to like granola bars and like protein bars and stuff like that, just everything has a lot of protein in it. And so it's very common to see Americans and like our lifestyles with, protein in every meal. I It's kind of a hit or a miss if I have protein in every meal. You're not supposed, like, in the recommendations is that you're not supposed to have protein in every meal. Um, but I like me some red meat, so let's
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like me some steak.
yeah.
And I like
Sorry, my
lamb, and a
lighter just
lot of
disengaged randomly.
oh no, that's not good. I like lamb too, but a lot of people are like, "How could you like lamb?"
Yeah. I've is lamb like actually lamb? Because when I was a kid, that I was told it wasn't actually lamb. It was like just sheep, and they called it that. But then as an adult, I was like, oh no, it is lamb. So is
It's
it actually lamb?
like a year old.
No.
So, it's not a baby, but it's also like just past its teenage years.
Hmm. It's an angsty teen.
Yeah, it's an angsty teen.
It's so
Uh,
it's the same age to be unwound? Question mark. What
nah,
the
but
heck?
above being unwound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to do a segue into book stuff, but I wasn't sure if you want to talk about book
We
stuff or
can
not.
talk about book stuff, but I literally only know like 1.5 book series.
As yeah, to be fair, I literally the only book I know about is Scythe, and you already know
And
more about Scythe than I do anyway.
yeah, you need to read Gleanings. Like, you don't need to reread the Scythe series to understand Gleanings. Like, it's a good book series.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Oh, are we still together, by the way? I don't know where you
Um I'm
are.
at
I'm
negative
108,000.
I'm negative 306,000, so I kind of drifted in the wrong direction. I'll come to you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm closer to 109,000. No, minus 9,000 now.
Okay. I will still come to you.
Okay, I'll wait patiently. It's loading in very slow.
Yeah.
I've already gone down half a stack of rockets
Oh, me
just
too.
because I keep on losing momentum. Oh, so we're on par at least. But I want to read books more because I like my vision. Like my vision's been really bad. Like I can't focus on things properly anymore for some reason.
Oh, no, that's not good. So you
So
want to
it's
read books before you can't?
oh no, I guess my headset kind of is deteriorating a little bit, but it's not like I don't think I'm gonna go blind or anything. It's just because I got an eye twitch from like I've had it for like 10 years from stress,
Ah,
so it makes like focusing on things difficult.
yeah.
Like
I
like
don't.
when I first got it, I wasn't able to play video games for ages just because I couldn't see. Like I
Aw,
couldn't focus on the screen properly.
that's not good. Yeah, I don't really read books. I just listen to books, but I think that counts.
Hmm, that counts.
I think that counts. Yeah.
I
Oh,
chose that's a coordinate and I flew away slightly. I'll go back.
sorry.
Oh no, I was like a lighter flying on the floor, and I was like, oh wait, this has changed my coordinates drastically.
Where are you?
Um, 100, 800, 8,080. Oh, I see you. I see you. Hello.
I see you too.
8,800. I meant to say.
Lovely.
Which was north? Is this
Okay.
way north? I keep on clicking my free cam by accident.
Uh,
This is south.
that way's north. One sec.
Oh my God, I keep on going for free cam trying to go out of F3.
Okay, do you want to suggest a topic idea now?
I'll check the list. I forgot what we said.
You can take one
Uh,
from your pile.
what's like stuff that stuck out to you? Like, wait, I read that. Did I read that? One? Or like, so like video, like content you enjoyed when you were younger. That's like comfort content, I guess.
Comfort content.
Like for me, like we're saying Gravity Falls.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I watched that like several. I've watched that at least once every year since it came out.
Yeah, so I agree with you on the Gravity Falls things. In terms of like YouTube stuff, when I was really little, I watched a lot of Stampy. That
Yeah.
was kind of a comfort thing. Oh, look, there's
Well,
one right here.
another one. Hell yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
They're
let's just.
both.
There doesn't look like it. Let's just rate it for parts, bits,
Bits and bobs in there.
bits and bobs.
But I
Yeah,
used to watch like with YouTube stuff. Oh hello. But, God, I'm so bad at keeping train of thought.
I literally would put the Fallen Kingdom music videos on loop, like on repeat. I love
Yeah.
listening to this. Like like I knew the song so much that when they came on when the actual like version of the song came on the radio, I'd always like sing the parody versions.
Yeah, I do the same as well.
Whoever was like driving the car when I was younger just look at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Oh, sorry.
What is this evil melody? Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yep.
I was confused why I'm dying so quick. I don't have my chest plate on. But, I used to watch like Jacksepticeye. Like I used to watch all of his. If he did like Undertale, I'd watch the entire thing in one sitting, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, "This is my content, like my comfort binge."
Yeah. This was not like a binge thing I did in terms of like I never rewatched this series, but when I was little, I really liked watching a Minecraft series that Captain Sparkles did that was called Mionite.
Yeah.
And like there was this whole plot line to it and everything. Like they had a whole behind the scenes team of people that were doing like the plot so that Captain Sparkles and other people playing with him in that world had like it was basically like D&D, but the dungeon master had god commands.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool because it was basically the story about these three gods, Mionite, Ionite, and Dianite, and the different like the players worshiping each gods basically. So there's like a team of people who worship Mionite, who is basically like God and a good guy, and like a team of players that worshipped Dianite, who was the devil, and then Captain Sparkles alone being indecisive and forced like basically forced the raiding team to create a third god that wasn't on either side. So he could
Make
play
a new one. Make a
Peacekeeper.
new one.
Yeah.
I don't like this guy. Make a new one.
And I just thought that series had such a cool concept and some fun moments and some fun like fights that they did. And it was also like back before the enchantment system got overhauled, so it was still like you had to get level 30 to enchant something, and then like it would take all of your XP.
Oh, I forgot I used to do that.
And it was before mending was a thing, so like they kept having to make new armor and have different sets of armor, and it was like really hard to get like these amazing armor sets and all that stuff. And I thought that that was really cool because it kind of added to this whole like if you have a god set of armor, like if you have a really good set of armor, you have to choose when you're going to use it, and that's pretty much that. Like you can't just walk around casually in it.
Yeah.
Um,
that is cool.
So that kind of
like in so they have to go as like it's like in TV shows or whatever. So they get fighting something and they have to go into a certain mode. to be
Yeah.
able to beat someone. So they got to change who like. I like that. It's cool.
Yeah. And they
I've not
also,
heard of that one.
yeah, I don't really, it's like, I was so young when I watched it. I was like 10 to 11 when I watched it that, no, I couldn't have been. I was a little older than that. But yeah, I was so young when I watched it that I don't really remember how many viewers it got or like how much, but like I've never met anyone who has heard of the series. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, but I thought it was really cool. I was really inspired by it. I really liked the god system, the patriarchy. No, but there's a word for like a god system or a mythology system.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm blanking on the word. Whatever.
I'm not sure what it is either.
Pantheon. I think it's a pantheon.
That sounds like a.
Yeah, yeah. I thought the way that they had it laid out was really cool, and the way that they like approached the morality of the conflicts on the server was cool.
Yeah. That does sound really cool.
Like the stories of like, you know, later in the season they find out that all the gods were once siblings or are siblings, but there's a reason they're not anymore or they're not friends with each other anymore. That's basically because Dionysus an asshole.
Valid. I love stuff with lore.
Yeah.
I like that. That sounds really cool.
I like stuff with lore too, but Dream SMP has taught me that I don't like things with lore when the lore gets too, like, too complex, or when it gets too, messy, or tries too hard.
If it's been written by several different people, it
Yeah.
does kind of get a little confusing.
Yeah, you need, like, a head storyteller to just, like, keep the lore all in one place, all in, like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what's happening, this is what other people want to do, making sure that goes into the same thing. But yeah.
It also gives like quality control that you know the writing's gonna be on par like throughout because it's the same person writing it.
Yeah. And I also like just like things with overarching narratives and happening. Like it doesn't have to be like lore. Like I like Hermitcraft because it's like throughout an entire season. It's like they start at square one and then they end at like finishing a cool base. Like you watch the progress through. There's a theme. It's not like every single episode is like something new, you know? It's like the consistency of that is kind of nice.
Yeah. Like, yeah, having stuff. I don't. I've never really been a fan. Like, for shows where it's like I'll watch it one off.
Yeah.
I think it's alright, but I do love watching shows where there is a story and I get to like theorize about what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Like, I like being able to think about, like, that's why I think Gravity Falls was a really good mix of both, because it's kind of like, I wasn't really a fan of episodic shows. Like, I watched them when I was like really, really little, but the second I was able to realize that there were like long form, like, you know, overarching narrative shows, I was like, this is so much better. And Gravity Falls kind of taught me that like there's a really good balance that you can achieve, and like episodic stuff is really cool, but it can also like have great finalities, and you can also like have a lot of theorizing and like having fun with it. So that's kind of where I was like, there's a mix that's really good.
Yeah, it's like in Gravity Falls there were episodes where it was like, oh god, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm fine. Like there was like a lot of episodic episodes. Like, what was the one? Is it episodic where it's a story? Is it episodic? I don't know. There's a lot of one-off stories in
episodic is where it's one off.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of episodic stuff in it, so it like you could just put on an episode and enjoy it by itself. But then there were like a bunch of like all the time there's like stuff building in the background.
Yeah.
Which is something I like.
Yeah.
Like I could never really enjoy shows like The Simpsons just because it is like.
Oh my god! It just goes on forever for no reason. Like, I'm in the same boat where it's just like, it's boring. Cause like I get the gist. Like everything has the same formula, and after a while, it's just the same thing, just slightly different over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's it's funny to like it's nice to sit down and turn your brain off for a bit. But if I'm watching a TV show, I usually just I want to enjoy what I'm watching,
Yeah,
like more
exactly.
than just like mindless content.
That's why for a while I really, really liked Rick and Morty because I liked how it did have that overarching narrative, and they kind of screwed it over.
Yeah,
Um,
it kind of came clear that they didn't know what they were doing with it.
oh yeah,
It
100%.
was just happening.
Yeah. But I did like the overarching narrative, and I did like the same thing that I did with Gravity Falls, and like the theorizing and thinking about all that stuff. But it did open my eyes that I do really like adult comedy and adult animations and stuff like that. Like I thought that that was really nice. Um,
Yeah.
but there's this one show called Inside Job, so much better
Oh,
than
I used to live Inside Job. I got so
Inside
upset
Job
when
is.
that got cancelled.
Okay. So you want to know one of my headcanons that's probably real? I just dropped my. I just pressed Q over my bow and dropped it into the void.
Oh, bruh.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the
Well,
worst. Oh, I might die.
it's fine. I wasn't using it a lot.
I've been using mine quite a lot.
So, yeah. My theory with Inside Job is that they got it too close to what reality is, and
Yeah.
were forced to stop making the show by the shadow government.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
That's
same.
like-
That's I feel like that's not that far fetched
Yeah.
because like it was really, really highly rated, and everyone I've ever
It
talked
was
to
a really
about
good show.
about that show has been like, yeah, it's a really good show. So why would they cancel a show that is statistically doing really, really well, especially after leaving it on a cliffhanger like that? Come on, man.
Yeah. Like that's only gonna do good for ratings. Like
Yeah.
getting like a show that's popular. It's got a cliffhanger. People are gonna watch it.
Exactly. So the only logical reason is that shadow government shut them down.
Yeah. I don't like going too conspiratory with like real stuff, but that does sound like a plausible thing.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I wouldn't put it past. It's like, oh yeah, we don't like this, so we're gonna shut it down. Even if it's like not, like, it's not like accurate to stuff that was happening. It might have just been upsetting to them that they were getting close to some stuff. It's
Oh, I
no
think
big secrets.
I think it was
It might just upset
relatively
them.
accurate. I think the president being a robot is spot on. I should have that was an inside thought.
No, I think his legs got cut off and he's in someone's basement right now. To be honest.
Yeah. Moral of the
Still some
story is
struggles
democracy is a
on the
lie.
way up. So true, so true. I don't.
Whatever.
Sure
I kind of don't really feel like finding them. We can just go do another one. Oh, there's so many of them though.
Okay. Yeah, there are quite a few. I got 18 so far.
I got 10. I'm lacking. I am lacking.
I've got better armor on those, so I can like charge them a
Yeah.
little bit.
Okay, so I'm kind of just here for the elytras, so I would not mind keeping it going. Keeping
Okay.
and going? Keeping going. North. We're going
Yes.
north.
Oh, okay.
Always go
free
north.
comebacks. I gotta wait for this thing to wear off. There we go.
Other than Gravity
we're
Falls,
trying
do you have any shows that you watched a lot as a kid?
Adventure Time was one that I used to rewatch
Adventure
a lot.
Time. I didn't watch Adventure Time when I was like a kid, and then later when I was out of high school, I tried to go through and watch Adventure Time, and then I expressed to my roommate who really liked Adventure Time that I was kind of bored by the show and just like watched a couple episodes each night to try and get through it so I could like experience it. And it also said that I really liked the starting of the I forget her name, girl with the black hair plot. Marceline's plot. I was like, that's really cool. So he was like, oh, you like that? And then he went through and showed me every episode in order of just her plot, and I was like,
yeah,
cool, now I have no reason to watch this show. Like,
that's fair.
thank you. Love that. So I'm a little salty about that.
Thing in like a week.
I feel like there's a long show that I did that with Summer Camp Island. No, not really. That one took me some time. There's
Yeah.
got to be a show that was stupid long. I have watched all of Avatar: The Last Airbender and all of Legend of Korra in one weekend.
Oh wow, that is quite a lot. A weekend.
Yeah, that is a show I come back to a lot.
Loud.
Yeah.
Did you say Avatar? You did say, didn't you?
What did I say?
Avatar.
Yeah, I like Avatar.
Yeah, sorry, I had a brain fart for a second. Then I was like, wait, you did say Avatar?
Yes.
My friend was saying I should watch Avatar, and so it's been on my watch list for like 5 years. I just keep on forgetting to watch it.
You should watch it. I think you would like it. It has an overarching storyline that's really good.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't want to spoil anything. Has a lot of war.
Oh, that's fun.
Have you seen The Dragon Prince?
I've not.
Okay, so it's a Netflix show, and it was one of those shows that was like originally supposed to be for like young audience, like, you know, little kids, like 8-year-old type kids.
Yeah, like Teen Titans Go.
However, I'm still watching it as each season comes out. That show is for like it should be rated R. Like it doesn't really have anything in it that's like not good for kids to see. It's just some of the theming and some of the things that the characters go through. I'm like that's not a kids show right there. That's not.
Yeah.
Nope. That's not you. You have no.
That ain't right.
You killed that person on screen with blood, and he was a main character. Lovely.
There's blood in this
A
children's
little
show?
bit, yeah. Well, actually, a little bit more than just a little bit. Oh, and one of the main characters lost a leg too
Oh,
on screen.
what are they showing these children?
I know, right? It's like
I mean, I'm glad they're being shown cool stuff, but that is.
it's got a plot line, and the animation was pretty good. And then around like season 4 or 5, it started becoming really shit. But I'm here for the plot because no character is safe at this point.
I mean, yeah, if they're gonna kill off people, just your main character dead now, lol. Children's show. Who else won't they kill?
Oh, also, they went into the backstory of one of the characters. And part of his backstory is beating his wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the art style for this show? Is it like?
3D
In my
animation.
head, I'm imagining like Teen Titans Go.
No,
almost.
it's like 3D animation.
Yeah,
Like some.
that sounds insane. Oh, there's
It's
another one here.
oh
What's a very small one? It's like a one tower one.
oh. Then I'm not gonna come back for that. I don't even know where I am. Where am I? That's where I am. Cool. I'm
Like,
at 15,000.
I'm at 16.
Okay, you're in front of me. Yep.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm at 60 minus 1,600. Oh, minus 16,000.
Yeah, I'm at mine. Last I checked, I was at minus 15,000. Yeah. But it's a good show. It's just like not a kids show. I wouldn't show it to a kid kind of show. Which at that point I like kind of get I don't get mad at those shows. Like you can if you are writing a show, you can write whatever you want, but I just don't understand the point. If you had like written a plot and a thought like that, like why didn't you why didn't you just like rethink it and be like, oh, I'm just gonna make this an a adult show with like higher quality instead.
A lot of shows, they don't get picked up. It's like the only people that will pick them up, like it's like, okay, you have to make this a kid show. Like with the regular show,
yeah,
that was going to be an adult show, but the only people that pick it up were Cartoon Network, so they had to be like, okay, well, we'll change stuff around a little bit.
yeah, that's true. Have you seen Arcane?
I have not. There's another one that's been on the watch list for a while. That's the League of Legends one, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
I think you should watch Arcane because it's only 9 episodes and the new season comes out in November, and I think that you would really like it.
Okay. It's a slightly shorter one.
Yeah, I mean, like, each episode is long, like, it's like 45 minutes long, but
Hmm.
it's still.
It's like it's not going to take up a month to watch.
Exactly. Just watch like 2 episodes each night and you'll finish it in no time.
I could never watch One Piece.
Oh,
It's like
same.
way too long.
Dude, okay, if you had introduced it to me when I was in middle school, yes, because I did have the attention span to watch super long stuff. I watched Fairy Tale in middle school, um,
Hmm.
like, which is also a really long running anime.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you had introduced it to me then, yeah, I probably could have gotten through it. But now, it's a whole different story.
Uh, yeah. My attention span has kind of been ruined by TikTok.
I mean, a little bit same too. I would
Like,
actually argue say I think my attention span has been ruined by higher quality shows because I used to be like, oh, I found a thing and I'm semi entertaining this thing, so I no longer need to go out and find a better thing. But now I've watched a lot of shows that are 1 or 2 seasons long that are like really high quality, and that's what I want to keep watching. And so
yeah.
it's been like, why am I gonna stick around with like a 9 season show that I'm kind of meh on when I can go find a show that's gonna take me a weekend to finish that I'm gonna really enjoy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I respect that. It's like there's no point watching something that's not great
Mm-hmm.
instead of watching something that's shorter but way better.
Exactly. Did you ever watch Owl House?
That's another thing that I started watching. I you Google and find out that I've got a very small attention span and just rewatch the same things over and over again.
Nope, that's completely
But
fair.
with Owl House, I watched because I didn't I was that was back when I didn't have a computer, so I was like
Ah.
trying to watch it in parts on YouTube, like on my Xbox.
Oh no.
So it wasn't a very pleasant experience. But from what I've seen, I've enjoyed.
Oh, okay.
That's like that's another one that's on the list to watch. It's something I picked up and I never picked up again. Oh god, he's not having a good time. I don't think.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. So I actually tried watching Owl House, season 1 when it first came out, and I watched the first 2 episodes and was like, no, I hate this. This is terrible. And then,
Yeah.
like several years later, one of my friends at the time was like, "Oh, Owl House is so good. We should like watch it together." And I was like, "Okay, I'll give it another chance." And so we were gonna watch the entire season together, and then she was like, "Hey, you want to watch Owl House again tonight?" Because like we like I had only seen. Oh, by the way, I found another elytra.
Oh nice.
We had only seen like a couple episodes, and I was like, "Oh, I'm busy tonight. I can't." And so she just like took that as I didn't want to watch Owl House with her, so she just started watching the rest of the series with another friend from that point on. And I was like, okay, well, screw you two. Like, I thought the point was to show me a show that I hadn't watched instead of watch it with like another friend.
Yeah.
Or instead of like watch it with someone who's already seen the show. So that's cool. So I left it alone for a little bit, and then season 3 was coming out, and so many people were like, I love Owl House. Owl House is great. And I'm sitting here like, Owl House was kind of shit. What show did you guys watch? So like I
Yeah.
forced myself to like sit down and like watch it. And I stand by the season 1 is one of the weakest season 1s I have seen.
Yeah.
I stand by that. However, once you get to the season 1 finale, it all like picks up from there, and it's a really, really good show, and it has a really good third season. I wish that third season was fully like greenlit and had a proper season. I love the Collector. My old Minecraft skin was kind of based off of the Collector vibe. Like, that's a really good villain idea. So yeah, that's how I feel on the Owl
I was trying to
Houses.
imagine them in my head. I had the Amphibia villain in my head for a second, and then I was like, wait, I don't know. I've not seen Amphibia either, but
Yeah, that's how I kind of feel about Owl House. Is it's a really good show, but it has a really weak season 1.
yeah. Every show I've watched with my friends, we always skip the first episode for like the first season for some reason. Like
Huh.
just coincidentally, every show we've watched, like we started watching Peep Show, we skipped the first season.
Yeah.
What was we were watching? Always Sunny in Philadelphia, we skipped the first season as well because Danny DeVito's not in it.
Yeah, the thing with Owl House is there's like context and like character development you need from the first season.
Yeah,
Um,
I just feel like overall, I think a lot of the shows I watched, the first season's kind of weak.
yeah.
Like the same with Adventure Time, the first season is like I do not like the first season. I'll still
Yeah.
watch it every time I watch the show, but I do not. The first season is not good.
I like the first season of Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I find every time I watch the show, I usually like skip past a lot of the first season, just because
Hmm.
it is like 99% character development and world building. Like these are the characters, this is the world type season, and so it's like cool. I have all this information. I don't need to watch them rediscover it. You know?
Yeah, it's like if it's just telling you stuff you already know, there's not really much point rewatching
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
I like with like Gravity Falls, you learn the stuff. Like even though I already know everything that happens, I do still like sitting down and relearning it all every
Yeah.
time I watch it.
Same.
So even though it's very handholdy, it's like I'm fine with that because the story itself is like I like the way it's written. I like the way I like learning it again. Sort of
Yeah.
thing. Uh, uh, oh yeah, I was gonna say like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as well. The first season on that is considered like I've not watched all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I watched like a bunch of it in a row like years ago. But like the first season on that is considered one of the worst like seasons they've made as well. I think it's just it's. I think it's funny how long it takes shows to find their feet a lot of the time.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is just because of in order to have fun plots, you have to introduce the audience to what the show is about, and that's what people use a season one or an episode one for.
Yeah. Oh, I just died. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Please do not die, gamers. I'm fine.
Good.
So I keep on doing risky stuff.
Don't do risky stuff.
I'll try my darndest. Are there any other shows that you've watched that was think about a lot? Oh,
Yeah, Hilda and Bean Puppy Cat live rent free in my head.
yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. Like, I literally use Bean Puppy Cat to fall asleep almost every night.
That's fun though. I like that.
So good.
It's good to have something to put on like to go to bed too.
Yeah, and Hilda was like, the same way that Gravity Falls was one of my cozy shows. Hilda kind of replaced Gravity Falls in that cozy show area. Really good. Really like Hilda. I love the color palette of Hilda.
Yeah, like it looks visually like very visually
Yeah.
appealing.
The thing is,
Uh,
last time I rewatched Hilda, I kind of rewatched it like right after my cat passed away. And there's one episode where Hilda's dog runs away from home, and I couldn't stop crying that entire episode. I just could not stop crying.
Yeah, that's not a fun one. That's
Like
when a show when it imitates something that's happened, especially when it's recently, that is very difficult to sit through.
it was just like it was good for me, but like it was also kind of just like that episode has never gotten me in that way before that moment.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I
It's
rewatched the
similar
episode
with
now, I'd be
Gravity
fine.
Falls.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm a twin, so
Yeah.
I can relate to
Oh,
Dip It
yeah.
Maple Pines because like there's like spoilers for Gravity Falls by the way, gamers.
Oh
But
yeah.
like near the end, when Dipper like Ford is like, oh yeah, you should come like work with me. You should like maybe we'll be fine without you. And like I did something very similar where I moved away from my sister.
Yeah.
Like I moved away to like 16. Like I don't live near my twin sister anymore. And then I watched that episode again, like for the first time, like after I'd moved away, like a couple of years ago, and I cried so hard watching that because oh god, because like
yeah.
it's like I was Dipper and I was leaving Mabel and seeing her cry made me think of my sister crying.
Oh.
So I can't do this right now.
Yeah. Okay, one thing. I think that Dipper should have stayed in Gravity Falls because I think throughout the entire show, he sacrifices more of his livelihood and things that he's interested in for Mabel than Mabel sacrifices for him.
I think with stuff like that, I think it's more like because they're kids, she's not thinking much. Like she's thinking less about like, oh, I need to sacrifice this for him because he sacrificed this for like. It's just like they love each other and they're doing stuff for each other.
No, you're completely right, but it feels very one-sided with that doing stuff. It's not like I expect Mabel to go, oh, because you like helped me get back Waddles, like I'm gonna do a thing for you. It's more of like I just think that Mabel only goes out of her way to help Dipper if it's something that she also wants. And Dipper has to go out of his way like every other episode to make sure that Mabel doesn't throw a temper tantrum and doesn't leave her little Mabel sweaterland, you know?
Yeah.
Dipper's constantly on
Yeah.
controlling, not controlling, but like making sure Mabel's okay, you know?
Yeah, like making sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
But I just repeat the same thing you said. Sorry, I was mindlessly doing something.
No, it's okay.
I just got another Elytra.
Oh, cool.
But I think
change that button.
it should be more like what's better for their future. Like a lot of the stuff happened in the show is very short term. Even though Dipper did do more for her,
Yeah.
I think it's like I'm not sure how to phrase. It's like
Yeah, like they
them
can't.
being that young and being separated is not going to be good for them.
That's true.
It's like I think what I think should have happened is that they both stay in Gravity Falls.
Or
and,
they
like,
both go.
they just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
fair.
feel like they because Mabel also didn't want Gravity Falls to end. Like she didn't want to go home because she didn't want the summer to end. So like I think it would have made more sense if they just both stayed and both went into education there. Like
Yeah, but then
'cause
what about
they're-
their parents?
it's actually revealed in the book that their parents were getting a divorce. So or there's infighting at home.
Yeah.
Wait, have you read the
okay.
book? Like
I read the first like bit of it. I haven't finished it though.
Okay, fair enough. It's a very small thing. It's not a spoiler for the book or anything. It's like a one line. That,
Yeah.
Like, there's not good stuff going on at home.
Yeah,
Which
that
is
kind
another
of.
reason why I think they should stay because it makes like
It's better for them in their life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's revealed that Dip has like nightmares about his parents fighting, which I think that's very.
Aw.
It's an adult. It's a book that's more for adults, but it's a very sad thing to learn.
I mean, okay, it does say on the cover of the book this is meant for adult readers
yeah,
or mature readers.
it's a very sad thing to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a sucky one, but it's canon now.
I wonder how much is just like living in Alex Hirsch's head. Just
He said he said in an interview like the show just never stopped for him.
yeah.
Like he
Makes
he
sense.
started doing it, and then the show keeps on going.
Yeah. I
Because I think he was asking like if he misses it. It's like no, I think he misses making episodes for it, but for him the show is still there.
yeah, that makes sense.
He voices like half the characters.
Yeah. Yep. I got a signed copy of that book too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So there's a fancy little autograph in the front of it.
Damn.
Says
The Book of Bill.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Book of Bill. Yeah.
Nice.
Says inspected by an HA or AH,
Yeah.
sorry.
I will want to get the gold one, but they only sell it in America.
I just
Like
got
to get
the
it in England, it costs.
I got the Barnes and Nobles edition.
That's is the yellow one.
No, it's still the normal. I mean, yellow. What do you mean by yellow one?
There's a red one, which is the one that's sold internationally and like in America as well. And then there's the Barnes and Nobles one, I think, which is yellow. It's got 16 extra pages.
Like, do you mean the bill on it is yellow, or do you mean the?
Oh yeah,
whole book?
the bill on the front is yellow. Sorry.
Let me check. Actually, I should have paid attention to that because I might have that one on. So let me dig myself
That's the
in a
one I
hole.
wanted to get.
One sec. Let me check. It's right on the other side of my room.
Okay.
Hey, Kabuli, guess what?
Have you got the yellow one?
I got a yellow one.
Damn.
It's
you
okay.
got
So the reason I'm
special edition. Oh.
the reason why I got so confused is because it's not yellow. It's like a reflective gold.
Yeah.
And there's like a red still on the cover. Like it's like a black cover with a gold bill and like a red stamp mark.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have explained myself a little better.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I got the special one. I mean, I know I got the special.
16 more pages.
Fun fact: it costs about the same as the other one.
It's just to get it to England because like they don't sell it here, so you gotta get it like you gotta buy it online, and then people selling it for like £50.
Yeah, the reason why I got the signed version from Barnes & Noble is because I kind of have this thing where like I don't really believe in buying something from a company you don't support. So if you actively say you don't like how Amazon is doing things, then don't buy from Amazon. So like I don't really do that. Or try not to. And so I was like, oh, it's shipping through Amazon. What are some of the other carrier options? And it's like, oh, Barnes & Noble. Oh, Barnes & Noble has a signed edition. Oh, Barnes & Noble has a signed edition for only $5 more. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Like,
I
hell
wish
yeah.
we did that in England because I would have spent like £10 more to get the signed edition. Like,
Yeah.
I love like Gravity Falls is my favorite show, and it will probably remain my favorite show just because like my history with it. I remember like when the show was coming out, I was like one of like the group of people that like theorizing.
Yeah,
Well, I was like,
yeah.
I wasn't actually actively theorizing because I was a child, but I was like reading up on theories and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, what's this? What do these link up to?
Yeah.
It was so cool, like being a fan of the show when it was coming out.
Yeah, I didn't watch it when it was coming out. I watched it after it came out, but I was still like really, really excited about it. I watched all the game theory or film theory videos on it. Yeah.
I think that was before film theory was a thing when I was watching, like when I was like theorizing about stuff. I was watching like Valskibum.
Oh, okay.
Like there was, I think film theory might have been a thing, but it was definitely way before they were doing theories of Gravity Falls.
Yeah. Well,
They
Matt Pat,
quite late.
Yeah, was late to the game because he was like not really interested in it, and then after it all came out, was like forced to watch it by a friend. And was like, oh, I missed out.
Yeah, it's such a good show. I'm like, I can't praise it enough.
Yeah, it is a good show. It's Gravity Falls and Hilda, like both of them collectively are what inspired me to start writing my own show, which is like written out, like structured out to be a 3-season TV show. And it's 99% of it is in my head. I've drawn the characters and I've written like a plot outline for episode 1. But yeah, like the whole like theories and puzzle, like I already know what the like season 1's puzzle is and like all that stuff and what they're figuring out and how and what the answer is, how they find the clues.
Exciting.
So it's cool. I also like the main plot line I've realized is just like me being mad at my childhood and like expressing it through a character.
Fair. That is valid.
I just dropped down to 3 hearts. That was nerve-wracking.
Oh god, that's scary. I'm very scared of dying.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
My keys. I just moved slightly and realized I was sat on my keys, and now I'm in pain.
Wow.
I don't want to say my. I don't want to.
Okay, shall we move on to a new topic? Unless there's more you have to say about this.
I think that's pretty much everything. Besides, like, just it was I very much enjoyed Gravity Falls when it was coming out.
Yeah.
That was the longest one we've spoken about that.
Well, because I think it went more into like, oh, what's a show you watched as a kid, into like shows that we liked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about the favorite Minecraft update? One that you really appreciated.
The one that stuck out to me the most was the Redstone update because that came out. That was one of the first ones that I noticed in game.
Yeah.
Because I was like still very young when like all the redstone stuff got changed. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. But I think my favorite is probably the Nether,
Yeah, I
just because
think
that was like when the revival for stuff was. So it's like a lot more people playing Minecraft, and it just like it was so cool to see like some the Nether had like almost been untouched for like the entirety of the thing.
yeah. Was it the Nether or the ocean that came first? The
I
updates.
can't remember. I feel like it was the ocean first.
I think it
I
was
might be wrong
I
though.
think it was the ocean first because one of those two, I can't, depending on what order, was like the first time I think it was the ocean, but I'd have to Google it. It was like the first time I actually got excited for an upcoming update. Like was aware that there was an update coming out on a certain date and it was gonna be the thing, and I got really excited about it. So that's why that sticks out to me. My favorite update overall has to be Caves and Cliffs, but like when the mountain train came out, I honestly didn't really care about the items too much. I never did. It was all about the cool train generation. So excited
Yeah,
about that.
I forgot about Clays and Cliffs. That's definitely a very like high contender for me as well.
Yeah. I also really like the Deep Dark as like a dungeon, and as a thing to explore. But I have to say Caves and Cliffs over the Deep Dark just because like it changes the game, like playing with Caves and Cliffs. So, or I feel like it
Yeah,
does.
but yeah, it's changed a lot of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm also
Let's
like a
find
little bit mad at
arrows.
the community for all of that because it's like I am one of those people that I'll wait an eternity for a great game or a great update or something, and if you force it and make it not great and like, you know, try and get it out quickly, I'm gonna be really upset. Like I'd rather wait and have a good thing than not. So
Yeah,
that's why I was like kind of upset at the community. So it's like, dude, they're admitting they need more time and they can't push this. Like, be happy that they care that much.
yeah, like they're taking more time to
Yeah.
focus on the stuff that's
Yeah,
worth doing. It's
be
like people. I don't understand when people complain about stuff taking too long to come out. Like unless it's taking like years for something small.
yeah.
Like if something's like being released and they're taking more time on it, that just means they're putting more care into it. Like
Yeah,
you're gonna get a better
exactly.
product in the end. So stop complaining.
Yeah, especially if they're still like doing not necessarily like update videos, but like if they have like a forum that they keep updating about like what's happening in the progress, like then
Yeah,
you can't be mad. Like it's one thing if like a company goes silent on like a game or a show coming out and you're like, where's the season 2? And they're like, or game 2, and they're like, no word. Like that's okay. You can
yeah.
get a little frustrated at that after like 2 or 3 years of that.
Hmm.
But like if they're
Also, do you need to
like,
give them something? Like if
yeah,
there's like no proof that they're doing anything, it can be a little disheartening.
exactly. But like we knew that Mojang was doing something. They're being very transparent that they needed more time to make it work. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Also, like it's Minecraft. They're not gonna say they're gonna do something and then just give up on all updates indefinitely.
Yeah,
Like we know that there's for at least the next few years we're gonna get consistent Minecraft content, whether it slows down
exactly.
or not. It's gonna be like it's not like we're losing out on anything. It's just taking longer.
Yeah, which I'm completely okay with. Like,
I do kind of like the Minecraft meme where it's like, oh yeah, Mojang offices, like Mojang employees just sat in an office with a blank screen, but in reality, obviously they're doing more than that.
yeah. I briefly wanted to work for Mojang. Like Mojang, I briefly was like that would be a really cool dream job. Um,
That would be really
and
cool.
it was the update that the mangrove trees were gonna be added in, and that birch forest that never came out. That update, they showed concept art of different things, and I got really excited and was like, I want to be a concept artist for Mojang. That's what I want to
Yeah,
do for my dream job. And like I kind of looked into it and like thought about it a little harder and thought about like what I'd need to go through to get that position. And was like, mm, maybe not.
mayhaps not.
Maybe not. Maybe if like I got really well known and they came up to me and were like, "Hey, would you like to do like a concept art for like this specific thing?" Be like, "Hell
Hmm.
yeah." I would still take that up. But I don't know if I would want to, and I don't even know if they have a full-time concept artist position. But like some of the Warden concept art, like I don't know, I just thought that the concept art was really cool and really inspiring.
Yeah. Oh shit! There's two Elytra boxes next to each other.
Oh, fun.
I should stop swearing. But yeah, I think
Whatever.
concept art. Oh god, hello. Like concept art is always something I've been interested in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I'm good enough at art to do concept art, but I
I
have
also
like
agree,
for
but
my
I
own
can practice.
projects. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done like concept art for my own projects. Me and my friend wanted to develop a game together,
Oh,
so I did
cool.
concept art and then modeled the monster.
Yeah.
So it's like I have like very small experience, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Not like I
fair.
don't think I'm good enough to do anything with, but uh, I got 3 lectures and 40 almost,
Oh,
39
only got
tortoise
one.
shells. We're
Uh,
splitting them, so it's fine.
yeah.
What am I doing? What? I start doing stuff and then get lost.
Yeah. But ultimately, I'm really disappointed in the Minecraft community at large for
Hmm.
the way that they are. Cause I really liked the mob votes, and I'm a little salty at that because I liked the mob votes and I thought there was nothing really wrong with them.
I do kind of wish it was like you vote for the one you don't want instead of the one that you do want. So then we get more for it because it's like it was like are they not going to add penguins now ever?
I mean,
Like I don't know what happens to the mobs that don't get selected.
yeah, like the original plan was that they would add them at a later date, but I I don't really care if they do or they don't. Like it's just cool to have a say in like what happens and how it gets added. And also I wanted the
Yeah,
penguins. I was on the side of penguins. Penguins are cool.
yeah, I wanted penguins too. That's what I mean. I was like, I want. I don't know if we're ever gonna get penguins
Like
now. Oh shit,
four
we might get
people wanted
penguins.
penguins. It was you, me, and like two other people that wanted penguins. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
That's
that's
why I
why
think
I'm
it'd be good if
so
you like you vote for the one you don't want though, because it's like, or maybe like if the top two get in or something.
out of
Because
three.
I feel
The
like
top two out of three, we still wouldn't get penguins.
I know, but I feel like Moo Bloom. I really wanted Moo Bloom,
Yeah.
and I feel like that was taken from us.
I don't know.
That was Dream's fault.
That was Dream's fault, but I'm also kind of okay with glow squids.
I was a glow squid. I like Moo Bloom was the only one I liked out of those ones. I like glow squids now. I've grown fond of them
Yeah.
as I've gotten older. But at the time, I like the new Illager just looked weird,
Yeah.
and I didn't like glow squids. I was like Moo Bloom is such a cute monster. Not monster, but a cute mob.
Yeah.
This is there's so many chocolate pellets after me right now.
Same.
Oh my god, this is actually insane. I ran out of arrows,
I
so
got to
I've been
one
going on
health.
my sword. Yikes! I'm still full health because I got projectile protection, luckily. But if I when they stop coming and I fall, I might be dead.
Yep.
I forgot what I was talking about again. ADHD moment.
We were talking about Moo Blooms and glow squids. I actually didn't really realize there's a mob vote that time around, and so I didn't vote. However, I did kind of like once the mob came out, I was kind of like, why are people upset with glow squids? They're kind of pretty, and they make
Hmm.
signs look prettier. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like
I was happy
now
with
they're
them.
actually in the game and I've actually experienced them. I'm
Yeah,
fine with them. But at the time, I was annoyed that we didn't get Moo Bloom.
yeah. I wasn't annoyed at the time. I feel like there's something I was more annoyed about, but I can't remember. Oh, I think I
I'm British
wanted.
though. British complain about everything.
That's true. That's true. No, I wanted the I like. Yeah, I don't know. There's anything in mob votes that I was ever like annoyed about. Oh, the thing that I was most annoyed about at Mojang 4, the thing I was most annoyed about was the fireflies. Cause
Yeah, that I don't know why they did that.
back to like the culture conversation that we had earlier. Like fireflies are a huge thing where I live, and they're absolutely beautiful. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we can't have fireflies because they were gonna be eaten by the frogs, and that's bad for their stomachs. And I'm sitting here like, okay, don't
So
have the
just
frogs.
don't make them eat them then.
But then they're like,
Yeah.
but then it's pointless. Like, there's no point in having fireflies. But here's the thing: you already have glass bottles in the game. You can, how about this? What if you could bottle up fireflies, and then use them as light sources?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be so cool?
That might be like they might be like, oh yeah, it's animal abuse though.
Yeah, it's
you're not letting them out the thing.
Whatever. There's so many other people other than Mojang that encourage that. It's fine.
Yeah. I think even just having them like as a particle would be cool.
Yeah. Like
I remember people were annoyed when they would turn into a particle and then went out. Like they turned into like 2 pixels. But I'd rather that than just not having them.
I'm still okay. I'm actually more okay with them being 2 pixels because like a cluster of like 2 pixels and like a particle effect is like really pretty. And also if it's like, oh, I don't want particles, like then what about the lush caves, like the pink flowers that they added there? Those pink flowers? You didn't need to add those pink flowers, but they made the lush caves look cooler. You don't need to add fireflies, but they're gonna make swamps and mangroves look cooler.
Yeah. Like they would give me a reason to want to go to swamps just to see the fireflies.
Yeah, I mean, like I go for slimes, but still.
Yeah.
It would have been so pretty.
Fair enough. I forgot about slime. I'm still like oh yeah, you've got to find a slime trunk brain.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm going to concentration mode slightly.
Yeah, same. Yeah. That's the one thing I have a minor grievance with Mojang on. But it's nothing like, oh, screw you guys. It's just like, I get why, but at the same time, why? Oh, on the top... Go ahead.
So there's like a bunch of small changes that they do that I've like when they've changed it back now, but they've when they changed the sound of pistons and stuff. So they just made it sound bad.
Yeah.
Like there's small stuff like that where it's like, well, what were you thinking with this? Like this doesn't make the game better. There's a weird thing they've changed. But I feel like a lot of those is very small stuff that doesn't really matter. It doesn't impact me that they've changed it.
Yeah. That's another small change. Oh, there's a snapshot change that they may or may not add. That's sorry, I just spaced out really badly. Oh, ender pearls now load chunks, so you can no longer like throw an ender pearl and then like run away into an unloaded chunk and like come back and they'll teleport you type of thing. And on one hand, you've basically just given everyone like a super easy chunk loader to use, like.
Yeah.
Just make an ender pearl stasis chamber, and there you go. You have a chunk loader.
And it's player dependent as well. So if you leave the world, the chunk becomes unloaded, which I think is cool.
Yeah. So like
if like one person's got a farm going all the time, and they stop being on the server, the thing will stop being online, so it won't cause lag.
Yeah. So on one hand, you've just made like a really easy chunk loader for everyone and their mom to use. However, I do like the concept of that because it basically gives ender pearl stasis chambers a huge buff, and you can now like actually have a proper teleporting system, which encourages people to not just shove all their stuff into an ender chest and jump off a cliff, you know. I think it encourages like long-term ingenuity with trying to stay alive, and it also gives a hardcore player an easy out to the like getting back.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of on board with that change if it becomes a thing.
When they did it at first was like when they do small stuff that like makes the game better. Obviously, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But I feel like there have been a few times where they changed really small stuff that doesn't really make sense to me. Like, the only one I can think off the top of my head is the piston thing, but there have been a few things that's like, oh, why did you get rid of that, or why did you change that?
Yeah, like why? I think the only thing is it would be nice if there's a way to make specifically pistons in the like audio settings. If you can make specifically pistons just quieter at different volume levels, because like if you do have a large redstone door, it would probably, or a large redstone machine, it would probably be nice if like your piston audio level was a little bit lower, especially if that machine was really close to where you like lived and hung out.
I feel like it should be an optional change, not a forced change.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. That's why it should be in like your audio control settings.
because I think if stuff's forced on people, that's like, I think people only like people get annoyed if something's like taken away or changed. They just want stuff to be added.
Yeah.
Which I think, like, that is a weird mindset to have. If changing stuff isn't a bad thing, it's just people are afraid of it.
Oh, that's true. People are afraid of it. People are cowards. What's something that you would add to the game?
For me, it's like usually just like other mobs. Like I think deer would be like woodland stuff would be cool.
I mean, if you look at a map of like where deer live in the world, that's actually like a really common animal to find and to see. And so I think it's not unreasonable to say like deer should be in Minecraft.
Yeah. I think a deer is like on top of my list for animals that I want to see in the game.
Yeah.
Just because I think like it kind of bears would be cool as well. Like they wouldn't even take that much work. They just have to like take a polar bear, make it brown, and put it in the woods.
Yeah. I think they would need like larger wood biomes for that though.
That's true. They do it in like modded stuff and it works fine. Like,
okay.
Just bears randomly spawning and.
So kind of like how foxes randomly spawn from some wood biomes, and wolves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm kind of okay with that. And
like they could also just like make like they could have just a biome where the woods are slightly bigger.
Yeah.
If it's.
That's true.
Because they do sparse jungles and stuff, so it makes sense they do like a grand forest or whatever. I don't know what they call it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
Concentration mode a little bit.
No, me too. I think that I really like or I have a biome idea that I really like.
Yeah.
And it's like a fall biome, so basically in between, you'd find it in between like a normal forest biome or a normal like mid-temperature biome and like a snow biome, like a snowy tundra or a windswept mountain, like stuff like that. And it basically would have normal trees like oak and birch trees and maybe some spruce trees, but the colors on the leaves would be different. So like birch leaves would be like more yellowy and oak would have like this red tone, and on the floor, similar to the cherry biome, there'd be like a carpet of like fallen leaves. And there's a lot of trees that don't naturally spawn in that biome, like dark oak trees, cherry blossom trees, mangrove trees. And if you go and find those saplings and bring and grow them in those biomes, then you can get a wider variety of different colored leaves based on those trees or what trees they are. And it would just be like a fall biome, and you just have like rainbow colored leaves for building, and it would be pretty.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm on board with that one. That one sounds. I like the idea of having, I think, different like leaf variations, because we've got a bunch of different leaves, but they're all just green.
Yeah, and one is pink.
Oh yeah. I forgot we got pink ones now.
we got green and pink.
Yeah.
Because
like leaves are like they're green like only some time of the year, and the same with cherry blossoms. They're like a lot of the time they're green as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't really think about that. Yeah, they are green a lot. Well, so I think it's pretty reasonable to ask for a fall biome.
Yeah, I think having different colors, like different trees, would just be cool.
Yeah.
Like different tree colors would be cool.
Yeah.
I want more woods, but
I
I
think
understand if they don't want to add any more for a while.
I think that we're really pretty good on woods. I don't think we need more woods.
I think I like how like not real. Like I want them to have more like non-real stuff to the game.
Actually, I agree with that statement. But like, you're in terms of like the woods, you're thinking like crimson and what's the other one called?
What?
Warped. Yeah. Yep. I think that if they added, so there's no, so like I'm thinking about like trying to get like a rainbow color of leaves into the game too, and there's no blue leaves in real life that I know of.
Yeah.
So
They're like flowers, like trees that are like flowers, kind of.
yeah, but like what if you added a fantasy tree that in its fall season had blue leaves?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I thought you're talking to the robot one. You were saying it would be cool if there's like a biome that does it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you were saying? I can't remember.
That's what I was saying a little earlier about the having the fall biome.
Yeah, sorry. I just don't remember if you said biome or not.
Yeah. And I would really like to see, yeah, I want it to be a biome and not like the game introducing seasons.
Yeah.
Another thing that I'd like to see is an end update because the end is a little boring.
Yeah. I'd love an end update.
Yep.
We've not got anything for quite a while.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Oh, I put my electron on when I'm flying over the void like this. Like levitating over the void is scary.
Yep.
Oh, let me get that, please. Let me get that. Oh, I almost dodged them all.
Stop it.
Jesus Christ, there's a lot.
I'm so bad at doing this. Yeah.
I might have to just give up on this one. I've explored most of it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Said I'm
Where are
mostly
you, by the way?
not near you, that's for sure.
Okay, fair enough.
Give me a sec, I'm fighting some creatures.
I'm like pretty much 27,000.
Oh, we might be closer than I thought then. I am negative 24,000, negative 1,000. So I can try and get closer to the 0 axis and we can converge at some point.
Oh no, did you say your first coordinate is 21,000?
No, my first coordinate is negative 1,400.
Oh, I see.
My second
Sorry,
coordinate is negative. Yeah, no, I said that in the wrong order. I'm sorry. And my second coordinate is negative 24,000. So
okay,
I can try and go closer to the 0 axis.
okay. Should I turn around, head to 24,000, or
What was?
should I just slow down? I'm what am I at? I'm at the moment minus 76.
76.
28,000.
Oh, 76, 28. Let's meet at negative 38,000 for that, for the Z axis.
What? Oh, yeah, sorry. 34,000, you say?
Just 30.
Sorry, I think I got confused what you meant, sorry. I thought you were saying that that's what you were at.
No, let's just meet at, negative 30 something thousand.
Okay. Alright. I'm pretty much there. Almost there.
Okay.
Obviously I slowed down, but...
Well, next time you find, an end city, I'll come to that end city, because I'm not close.
Okay. I've got just short of 50 shulker shells now.
I got 44.
Okay, cool. This has been like the most exciting. I've never got this many elytras in one trip before.
I'm doing pretty bad in the elytra department. I only got 2 extras.
That's still more than I usually get. I usually get 1 and then I go for another trip and then lose my first one. Like if I've got more than if I've got more than two, it's because I've been given one.
Ah. Well, welcome to the club of having extra elytras, I suppose.
Yeah, I had like a bunch in because I bought a bunch in crafters, but
Yeah.
this is the first time I've gone out and got a bunch in one go. And I don't even have that great armor on. Actually, my armor's about to break. Well, not about to break. It's like half health on all of
I
it.
don't know. That's kind of nerve-wracking. I've not been using
Yeah.
my chest plate. That's. Yep.
You should probably use your chest plate. That
No,
probably makes
because
it a
like
little easier.
when you get launched up into the air by little things, it's nice to just like fly away once you don't have the little thing on. You know?
Yeah. I just keep my elytra in my hotbar. So when I get propelled up, if I can fly away, I'll put my elytra on just before I'll be checking the countdown in the corner. Oh
Yeah.
wait, do you have your countdown, or do you have to open your inventory to see your countdown?
Yeah. My
Ah,
my countdown. What do you mean? Oh yeah, I do
like
have
for
to. I
the
do have
potion
to. Yeah,
effects.
yeah.
I see,
But it
because I got Feather Client on, it just says it in the corner for me.
yeah, but it like wobbles. So like it wobbles when you're
Yeah.
getting close.
I forgot. It's been a very long time since I used anything other than Feather.
Yeah. Oh, so you also added a texture pack to your Minecraft that makes it look like the old Minecraft apparently.
Oh yes, that is. So it's like a mod sort of thing. So
Yeah.
when you're playing in single player, you've got like all the old menus and stuff.
So I
Like
hate to burst your bubble. I don't think that that's the old menus. I think that's just what Bedrock was like. I don't think Java was ever like that.
I know, it's a console edition.
Okay,
It
okay.
makes the game look like Xbox 360.
Okay.
So that was like the version I started playing when I first started playing Minecraft. It
Yeah.
was Xbox 360 edition. So
Yeah.
it's got like all the old menus, is in like the crafting menu is the old one where you've got all those like weird flick up
Yeah,
bars.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
So I was playing with a controller last night doing that, and I was like, I wonder if this will work with GrumbleCraft, because I knew that there's multiplayer stuff, and I knew that the crafting wouldn't work on it. But I wouldn't know if it would work with GrumbleCraft just because I thought you might have to have the mod installed on the server. But
Yeah,
that's why I got excited.
it did work. Yeah.
Yes. I've not found another ancient city. I'm at 34,000 now, so I might just stop.
Ancient city.
Oh, sorry. What am I talking about? Ancient cities. I've not found another end city. So I might just stop.
It's nice that I'm flying through all loaded chunks right now because I'm like pretty much flying behind where you were.
Yeah. As I say that, I found another elytra, so maybe we good.
Okay.
So at 40, almost 45,000, and then 64.
Almost 35,000.
So it's yeah, 30. Oh, no, sorry, almost 35. Sorry, so it's 34,736.
Okay. And this is for the Z coordinate, right?
Yeah, the very last one.
Yeah. No, wait, it was the X coordinate all along.
Oopsie daisies.
Oh, it was positive instead of negative.
I was confused.
You think it's time for another topic idea?
Okay. Do you want one from your list? So my list is very small.
We just did one from my list, so technically it'd be your turn.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Drat. I need like funny childhood stories.
Yeah, and we can loop in the childhood stories with the stupid things you believed as a kid, too.
That's true.
Stories.
Yeah. Wait, I'm running out of ender chest space.
Oh no, that's not good.
I'll take my rockets and my inventory, I guess. I think this. I'll get rid of like the bad armor.
Yeah, let's see. When I was little, like really, really little, I was afraid of the moon because I thought it could follow us and was gonna come in our house.
I thought it could follow you too. I didn't think it would go in my house. But yeah, I used to be scared of. I used to like was oh the moon's following me.
Yep.
I thought it was my friend though. I thought it was there to be nice to me.
Oh, I thought it was like creep spying on me through my window.
That kind of works in with the stuff that scared you as a kid as well.
Yeah,
You're scared of the moon.
it was a little scared of the moon, a little bit.
You're right, everyone likes to be scared of the moon.
Childhood stories. Oh, when I was in like 5th or 6th grade, I was really obsessed with the Hunger Games. Like, I watched all the movies, I really liked them. And in the summers, I would go to my grandmother's house, and she had a really nice property on a lake, and there was a bunch of neighbors with like other kids hanging out with their grandparents kind of situation. So me
Yeah.
and my cousin made a bunch of like quote unquote fake weapons, which basically just pieces of wood tied to sticks, and we called them axes, and like another stick that'd be like a knife or something. And
Yeah.
then we went around and we took like some chalk and we drew on the trees. Um, we drew on the trees like a barrier line basically. So it's like we went about like 10 minutes in one direction, like marked a tree, and then would like do a whole circle around like the central point that we called the cornucopia,
Mm.
and we made like a Hunger Games arena basically. Like it had like all of it. It had a field, it had a good wood section, it had part of the lake circled in it. Like it was a good section. So we then would like get a bunch of kids and play Hunger Games.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. One time we were playing it at like dusk, so like low light, and I was running, and I thought there was someone behind me, so I went to turn and check, and when I checked if there's someone behind me, by the way, I'm here.
Mm.
Um, I ran straight into a clothesline and like classic
Oh God.
comically like clotheslined myself. Like
Oh
it hit
no.
me right on the neck.
Oh, that sounds so painful.
I landed on my back and everything.
Oh.
um,
Right, that doesn't sound fun.
because I couldn't see it because it was like dusk. But yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, it's just kind of funny.
As as a kid, I did like scouts. So there was this like camp we did where like we were all it was like my first and last camp where like staying away from home,
Oh, okay.
and there was at night time we was playing this like soldier game, like everyone in the camp was playing this soldier game
Yeah.
where you've got to like sneak past enemy lines to get into their base.
Oh,
And it was
that's
like
fun.
pitch black nighttime out,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was like genuinely the most scary experience at the time because I was like this 10-year-old, and it was like, oh my god, there's like 15-year-old boys are hunting me currently. It was terrifying.
See, that's the stuff I'd be all over. Like, oh, I loved playing night games like that. We play a game called Manhunt at like the same place at my grandmother's house.
Yeah.
But the game I liked the most was called Bloody Murder.
Hmm.
And basically one person, this it sounds really stupid on paper, but once you play it, it's really fun. One person goes and hides, and everyone else has to go and find this person. You have like a predetermined base. And once you find the person, you scream bloody murder because you found them. Everyone else has to run
Yeah.
back to the base without getting tagged by bloody murder. However, when it's like low light, dark, dusk out, you can't really see anything. And you're like, you're looking for a human somewhere in the shadows. So it's just like you're walking around with your friends, and all of a sudden, like, a creature just comes out of a bush and starts chasing you.
Yeah.
Like, it gets terrifying real quick.
That does sound kind of scary.
Yeah. So it was a fun game. Neighbors
Yeah.
never liked that game.
I
No,
miss playing games as a kid, like kind of like
same.
not role play games, but like
Yeah,
semi role play
like
games.
those games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like it was fun doing stuff like that. Like, so
yeah,
I've been using that to stop levitating.
that's fair. I played Neither of us have an active bow.
No, I'm gonna wait for him to hit me so I can fly up to him.
I have wings.
That's true. I just almost died last time I did that. Oh, and I almost died again.
Oh no! Yep.
We good.
Manhunt. I kind of forget the rules of Manhunt, but there was 2 teams, and I think it was just like, or like there started off be like a handful of people, and like everyone else went and hid, and the seekers would go and find you, and then when you got caught, you would then be a seeker, and you had like hunt for the other people. However, in some versions of the game, there was a base, and you won if you were able to get back to the safe spot, but if you couldn't, then you lost and you were a hunter. Other versions of the game, it was just like last man standing kind of thing. Yeah.
That does sound cool. I playing games where like there was like rules and stuff, you could do it, but you could also it was like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but childhood games,
Are
there's
just
just like
cool.
such a fun vibe
Yeah.
to them. Like, the stuff kids come up with is really fun.
Yeah. We also had a game called Sardines, where one person would hide, and everyone else would go and look for this person, and when you found this person, you would hide with them.
Yeah.
And until there's just like one person just wandering around like, guys, where'd you go?
There's just like 6 people in a hole like somewhere.
Yeah.
That sounds... I like that. They're always called sardines because they're all in one area.
Yeah.
A lot of the games I played as a kid, they were like you're playing as a character. Like the games that I was making up.
Like,
So it'd be like there was one that was my Spider-Man was my favorite superhero as a child. So I made up a game that was called Spider-Man and All the Other Heroes.
oh, that's fun.
That's what the name of the game was called. And it was like Ben 10 kind of thing where we'd pretend to be like we'd have like an Omnitrix where you turn into a superhero. So like you could turn into Iron Man.
Oh, that's really fun. Did you like turning into Spider-Man the most?
Yes, he was my favorite. And it just like do like point my hands going. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah.
That's all it entailed.
It
was fun.
On the vein of like role playing, not really role playing, but I would pretend that my house was sideways. Stick with me. And I would lay on my side on like the wood floor and like bounce myself like off the walls basically. Oh, yeah. That's what my mom meant when she said I was bouncing off the walls.
Like I used to just like when I couldn't sleep, I'd play games by myself in bed. And one of the ones I'd do was like I pretend like my bed post was like the underside of an aeroplane, and I was hanging onto it, and I was like holding me and my teddy were friends.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
For dear life. So, we've got to hang onto this aeroplane so we don't fall off and die. I just like I'd like pretend to run as well. It was like a very boring game, just me running, of me like holding onto something, but it was entertaining as a child.
Yeah, I mean like children are entertained by the weirdest stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny though. I think this is very close to being done.
Okay.
There's just a few like on the outside.
Yeah. Just so annoying to get.
Yeah. And you gotta jump down and get the like stuff that's fallen as well.
Any other childhood stories that you have?
God, I had a bunch in my head last night, but it's like when I'm not actively speaking about it, I can think of things, but then it's like, oh, I've got to.
Second, you're directly asked, you're like, what do you mean?
Yeah, childhood. I didn't have one of them.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I became 18 immediately after birth.
When I was little, or actually, even now, I used to go. So I go skiing a lot, snowboarding, and at the mountain that we'd ski at the end of the ski day, like there is, you know, a bar in the lodge where you could get like a beer. And my parents would like get a drink after skiing and like hang out there. And me and my brother and all of his friends were hanging out like, what do we do with ourselves? Because like the mountain's closed, like what are we doing? So my dad, because he's the type of person that likes to live vicariously through everyone else, he was like, go get a tray from the cafeteria and take it outside and go tray sledding. So like go sledding on a tray. And we always had so much fun with that, but it was so dangerous and sketchy. We'd always get like caught by the guest services people, and they would like come out and be like, you can't be doing that. We'd all like walk back inside. It's like, but yeah, that was always a fun memory. So we build like little jumps, but it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. Well, there was like we used to live on a hill, kind of. Not like a big hill, but there was like a fairly decent slope outside our house that led to the driveway.
Yeah.
So also the neighbors would always like, can Emily come out? I don't know what her name was. Emily's just the first name that came to my head. I was like, can she come out to play? And we'd like every winter we'd all go sledding together.
Oh, that's fun.
Like when we were really little, we had this like a big Labrador called Tyler.
Oh no.
It wasn't very it wasn't like a big dog, but it was like big enough to carry us three.
Oh, that's adorable.
So we'd be like sledding and he'd carry us.
Yeah.
I only remember doing it 1 year, but apparently we did it for like 3. Like we were like young for the first 2 though.
That's adorable.
Yeah, it was fun, I say. Oh god, this is overwhelming. That same neighbor that I thought like was sledding, we used to like even like in the summer would still go over. Obviously, we weren't just winter friends.
Yeah.
But we'd find just like a bunch of because there was this like garden outside of our house.
Yeah.
It was like it was like a garden that you'd eat anything from. They just had like
like
a bunch of like weird like they had like berries in them, but they were like poisonous berries sort of thing, like ones that you don't eat.
Oh, okay.
So like we'd get a bunch of those and we'd put them in the road and wait for cars to run them over.
And
so there'd be like 50
blood
berries
streaks.
in the road. Yeah, it looked like an explosion on the road. At the time, it felt like 50 berries. We're probably like 5, but yeah.
I think
like,
one time.
Get, like...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, we'd just put as many berries on the road as we could.
I think one time my brother and his friends tried to make like out of like twigs and stuff. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think it was my brother. I think it was actually me. Me and my cousin got like a bunch of like those burrs that like stick together, and we tried to make like a big ball of them to look like an animal, and then we put it in the road to see if we could get cars to swerve. I'm just now realizing how dangerous that was.
Trying to see if you get the cars to swerve out of the way of this pretend animal.
Yeah.
It's not dangerous, it's funny, it's fine.
Well, I don't totally feel a little bit bad about that now in retrospect.
I did like a bunch of stupid stuff as a kid where it's like, as an adult, if I did this, I would be considered a bad person.
Yeah.
But I was a child and didn't know better, so it's
fine. Yeah. Exactly.
Just doing silly stuff as a kid is fine.
Fun. Another thing I did as a kid, it's actually Minecraft related. Back when I first started playing Minecraft, my brother also played Minecraft, and we did this thing called pufferfish duels, where we put like a wooden platform high in the sky, and then, oops, sorry, you. We would put a wooden platform high in the sky, and then we would get on the platform with either sticks or wooden swords or something like that, and eat a pufferfish. And it was back when the pufferfish gave you like really bad nausea effect.
Yeah, well, it was like the entire screen shook. So
yeah, and tried to duel each other.
It's like the people get drunk and fight each other.
Exactly.
That sounds fun.
I can bring that
We
back
used
on the
to, like,
server.
as a kid, my favorite game was Silent Hill. It was my brother's favorite game too, which
Yeah.
is weird because it's like a scary horror game.
Oh, fun. Yeah, I've
So
heard of it.
so we play that a lot. But then my brother was like, "Oh yeah, we'll play Silent Hill in Minecraft." So he spent
Oh.
like a month building this like really like it wasn't good. He spent a month building it though. This like massive like wooded area. He's trying to build like the hotel from Silent Hill
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So he spent ages just. It was just like you go in there and fight zombies.
Oh, okay.
It was like, oh, it's Silent Hill in Minecraft. I mean, that stuck out to me because it was like such a massive project that felt kind of pointless, but it was fun to do.
I'm sure there's actually like a Silent Hill Minecraft project somewhere.
Probably, I'd be surprised if there wasn't, to be honest.
Okay, I think
There's
this one's
a
pretty much looted if you want to move on.
okay. There's just a few more over here that I'm getting.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not able to get them though. There's so many pellets there are. Oh. Yippee! Which way's this way? There's a new game that came out like literally a couple days ago that me and my friend were playing. It's like Silent Hill. It's like it feels the same as Silent Hill 2, but it's a new game. So it was fun to get nostalgic playing that. It's called
Oh,
Hollow
yeah,
Body.
yeah. That's cool.
So she never played like Silent Hill as a kid, I don't think. But whenever I talk about Silent Hill, she's like, "Oh yeah." Well, whenever she sees something in Silent Hill, she tells me about it. So we played it together, and that was fun.
Sounds fun.
How many lectures do you have, by the way?
Ooh, great question. I have 2 still.
Okay.
How many do you
I
have?
have 4,
Okay.
so that would be 3 each.
Yep.
If you wanted to head back whenever. I don't know when you want to go back.
Yeah, do you think like 20 more minutes ish?
Yeah, okay. My boots and my helmet are about to break.
Oh. Do you want to go back now then?
I've got feather falling boots in my ender chest. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if I've got a helmet or not though.
Let's see. We've been doing this for about an hour and 40 minutes.
I see. That's going by quick actually.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like, if we go another like 20 minutes, that brings us to a 2 hour
Yeah,
window.
makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a small one here. Do you want to just skip this one if you're going for lectures?
Sure. I lost sight of you because I'm trying to conserve fireworks.
I see. I'm 40,
Yeah,
37,000.
I see it. I see it. I see it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually
It's
just a couple
just
blocks ahead of that.
yeah.
Is there anything else on your list you want to talk about?
Yeah. Probably. Let's go back to the list.
Yeah, actually, we can't check right now. Actually, it's probably not a good time to check.
I can check. I can check. Do you have any traditions that you've done, like as a family or in life, that you really like? I mean, I've kind of already talked about. We've both kind of already talked about traditions.
I've got like a few small traditions that I do by myself. Like on Christmas, like on Halloween, I always watch like the Halloween movies.
Oh yeah, I always watch Over the Garden Wall on like in
Yeah,
October.
yeah. Like October times when I watch. I don't watch that on Halloween because that's more of like an autumn vibe thing, and
Oh
then
yeah, yeah,
Halloween's the spooky time.
that's like a throughout October kind of thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I've stopped at this one just because it's slightly bigger.
Okay.
But I like on whenever there's a Friday the 13th, which we just had one, and I failed the tradition. I usually watch a horror movie there as well. It used to not be Friday the 13th because I was kind of scared to watch it, but I did watch it a couple of years ago. Or whenever I don't, it might have been the last one we had. I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, we
But
just had
I
a
did.
Friday the 13th this past Friday.
Yeah,
Yesterday. It was
that's
yesterday.
why I was thinking about it
Yeah.
because I realized I forgot to do it. So I failed that tradition, but that's one I used to do for a while.
I think I missed you. What are your chords?
66, 38,900.
Oh, are you at this tiny little one, or did you go past it?
There's like a really small one, and then just past that, there's a slightly bigger one.
Okay.
So I stopped at the slightly bigger one. It's not much bigger, but they're chests.
Sorry, what was your Z coordinate?
38,900.
Oh,
Like minus,
I'm
obviously.
at negative 40,000.
Oh, okay, you went
So
past me then.
completely miss it. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I have not found
I won't
any
be here too long.
then another tiny little one. So come on,
Plus,
boat.
I've
Come
already
on,
looted the
boat.
chest on this one. I'm already getting annoyed, so I might just leave.
Yeah, that's fair. Come on, boat. Come on, boats. Okay. Do you have any folk tales from where you are that you'd like would tell kids, kind of thing, or were told?
We'd like horror stories we'd tell, but there were like there's none. I don't. There was one where I used to grow up that was so this place called Castle Hill,
Yeah.
and there was like there was a demon that lived in the basement of it, and it'd go out and rock babies' beds, like rape babies' cribs.
Oh,
But that was like
interesting.
kind of it was like a poem more than a folk tale, and I can't remember how it goes. But I remember that scared me a lot as a kid because we went to. Am I going the wrong way?
My gosh, all of these
No, I'm
super
not.
tiny ones. My goodness.
Yeah, I just saw another small tally one. I just thought I might be going the wrong way.
Yeah, I just found another super tiny one. I got my
Oh god.
cords up, so I know I'm not going in circles.
Yeah. Yeah, the number's going up on my screen. But yeah, most of the stories that we were told were like just like stories that we found on the internet or in like no, they would have been on the internet. It was like a little too like long ago for that. But would be like horror movies like with this like book of horror stories that we'd read a lot.
Yeah.
There was one about this. It was like just like a normal story about this guy who goes to the beach, and then he goes home and he sees like he hangs out with this boy on the beach. And when he goes home, he sees a picture of him. He sees like a picture of him on the wall from like years ago.
Oh,
So
found
it's
another
like,
boat.
oh, nice.
Negative
It's implied that like he
forty-four
was playing with a
thousand
ghost.
200.
Okay, I'm only a couple thousand blocks away.
Lovely.
And there was one that was like a monster in an attic that like scared me as a kid. But I don't know if they were like children's stories that just scared me because I was a child, or if they were actually scary.
That's a good point. I found this book where I work. Don't question it too hard. That's a like leatherback bound, very limited text and images on the cover book of folk tales and folklore from my area, dating back to like
Mm.
this. The book was released in like or written in like the mid 1800s and published in 1900s. It looks like, but the stories inside of it date back to the like 1600s.
Oh damn, that's cool.
And I haven't finished reading it yet because I'm leaving at work. I don't want to take it home. I feel like that's not gonna be a good thing if I take it home.
Hmm.
And I found this one story in it where there was a river, and one day I forget if there's a cause, but one day a bunch of white like worms started crawling out of the river, and they had red mouths and insides, and there were so many of them that they covered like everything, and they then died, ruining the crop yield and then poisoning the water with their corpses, and basically causing like half the people to die that year in that area,
Jesus.
like massive famines. And I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
This probably doesn't have a source other than this book. That's cool.
Yeah.
But God just smited them, I suppose.
It was like, no, you no longer have fun.
Yeah.
No prosperity for you.
Yeah. Like, wow, okay. Moving on. It just seems like that book is just filled with stories like that.
The harvest was simply not plentiful because of God.
Yep.
Sorry, my brain's just gone blank all of a sudden.
Nah, it's completely cool.
I'll fly away from that guy because he's... Fighting them outside's really annoying.
What's really annoying?
Fighting the shulker shells outside's really annoying.
Yeah.
Like the second they go outside, it's like, I'm just good. You can...
Yeah, like when they're anywhere that like is hard to hit, I'm just like I don't get paid enough for your bullshit.
Yeah.
Dude, so I use that phrase like ironically or like in a joking way when talking to friends and stuff and like trying to make jokes about things. And then I realize that sometimes like I catch myself like about to use that phrase at work and I'm like, nope, that's not a phrase you can use at work.
Yeah, that's a no-no phrase for work.
Yeah. Although I do sometimes still use it at work for like very specific types of things.
I think it a lot. It's like I'm not with my current salary. I should not be doing this, but I've never said it out loud. I've complained to myself.
I'm thinking about asking for a raise.
Yeah.
And also, I'm getting fired in a month and a half, so like, why?
Oh. That's scary. Is that?
No, I signed up for that. It's a seasonal job. It's a seasonal job.
I see. I see.
And so,
are you like soft quitting right now? What's going on here?
no, it's a seasonal job that just goes from May to October. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty cool.
I see.
Pretty
I've been
cool.
here for 3.5 years now, which is weird.
Yeah, how does where you work in the wintertime?
So it used to be like before I started working here. Like I don't want to be too specific.
Actually, yeah, we can let's actually like move on to a different conversation. I'll ask that question later.
Yeah.
Do you want to go through one of your questions?
I will check in a sec. Sorry. Oh. I'm in a room with a lot of them.
That's fair.
What was what? Were we talking about folktale stuff before this?
Yeah, we were.
I'm just gonna block myself in. I've looked at my list, my crazy list. Well, I've kind of done everything on my list. The only one I've not done is like customer stories, which we were saying maybe not.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're out of topics now.
Let's just start doing hate speech, I guess.
Do you like stars?
I love stars.
Oh, okay, cool. We can talk about stars. Okay. I
don't know much about them. I can't lie, but I love going like stargazing. It's so fun.
So yeah, me too. I also really like going stargazing. Starting like halfway through September, we're going to have a second moon technically.
Huh?
And they're calling it a mini moon, and it's going to be about 33 feet in diameter, so it's really, really small, and you won't be able to see it from Earth, but it'll be temporarily rotating around Earth, and they're calling it a mini moon.
Is it like an asteroid or something?
Yeah, it's an asteroid. Pardon?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, there was a bit of delay. I asked the same question twice, but while you were answering it.
Yeah, it's an asteroid.
That's so cool.
Ooh, huh? I need help.
You okay?
There's too many shulkers in the room I'm in to be able to like do anything about this.
Ah, okay. Oh god, I'm stuck. I can't even get out of the building. Wait a sec. It's okay when I'm fighting things in here because I can just hide, but when I'm trying to leave, it's annoying.
Yeah, I need to eat is the problem.
What? I see. Which room are you in?
Great question. Okay, I got water on me. Oh, water doesn't help.
Well,
I thought it stopped
I'm
the
in
gooey goos. Thank you.
Oh.
Shit!
Oh no! Okay, I need to eat and get out of here just quickly so I don't die as well.
Sorry. Oh. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm gonna say that that should be, um,
Okay, I need to remember what that room was and then fly away because I'm gonna die as well.
yeah. I don't think it's worth it for me to come back.
Probably not. Obviously I'll get your stuff, but
Thank you.
oh god. You died in a very difficult room.
Sorry.
That's fine. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I need to do it quickly though. Oh, I'm gonna have to dump out so much stuff actually because I don't have any wood. Did you have wood on you?
In my inner chest, I'm sorry. Not like on me.
Okay, I'm gonna have to just get like the essentials then.
Yeah, I'm okay with that as long as you just get like my tools and oh, there's chests. There's a chest in that room. Break that chest once you in like
Oh yeah,
in
that's
other
true.
rooms.
That's true.
Yeah, you can use those chests.
Okay.
You can also fly away from the chunks and regroup.
That's true. I've got. Okay, I need to start dumping stuff in chests.
Well, I think
Actually, I
I'm
might do that. I
gonna
might...
end my recording here.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We run out of topics, then we run out of life.
Yeah, I ran out of life. Yep. Well, that was a thing.
Well, that